So good morning everyone and welcome to our class. We're going to start our sadhana this morning with a soft chant. And I encourage you to chant along because chanting is also a breathing practice. And if chanting is something that you've never done before, it's not so much singing, but if you're a singer, you're most welcome to sing. It's more that you're allowing the energy of your heart to be involved with your voice. So these are prayers set to music. So we'll start with that, and then we'll get into our movement practice and finish with some meditation. Okay. So just make sure that you're comfortable. Let me get a better angle there. Make sure that you're comfortable to sit for a few moments. If you need any cushion under your hips or under your knees, you can go ahead and find that. And it can be nice maybe just to turn to one side or the other and take a deep breath in. And exhaling and relaxing over to the other side. Deep breath in. Good. And then hands onto the knees. Take an inhale and lift the chin and push the heart forward. Good. And then exhale, look down and push the heart back. And then come up to center. Let's inhale, arms up above the head. Exhale, let them gently float down. Good. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhaling, raising the hands up. Lengthening through the spine. Exhaling, relaxing the arms down. Last time, inhaling, rising up. Exhaling, relaxing down. Good, let's continue. We're going to take a double inhalation. It sounds like this. Double exhale through the mouth, from the heart. Okay, we're going to do that with tension through our body. So gradually build the tension and then gradually release. So no jerking or rushing. Okay, let's do it together. Double inhale. Go ahead and start tensing the feet, calves, knees, thighs, glutes, belly, ribs, chest, straight up the arms, shoulders, and neck, and then relax. Again, don't worry about perfection. Just imagine a wave of tensions rising up your body. And relax. Just like your dog or your cat rises from a nap and they vibrate their muscles. That's what we're doing with our body. Take a double inhale. Vibrate the muscles. And relax. Okay, let's draw our attention to the point between the 2 eyebrows, sitting up tall through the spine. Gently draw your shoulder blades together behind the heart so that the heart is broad and open. And let the chin slowly withdraw towards the throat. So this chant is called Listen to My Heart Song. The words are listen, listen, listen to my heart song. I will never forget thee, I will never forsake thee. Listen, listen, listen to my heart song. Listen, listen, listen to my heart song. I will never forget thee, I will never forsake thee. I will never forget thee, I will never forsake thee. Listen, listen, listen to my heart song. Listen, listen, listen to my heart song. I will never forget thee, I will never forsake thee. I will never forget thee, I will never forsake thee. Listen, listen, listen to my listen, listen to my heart song. I will never forget thee, I will never forsake thee. I will never forget thee, I will never forsake thee. Listen, listen, listen to my heart song. Listen, listen, listen to my heart song. I will never forget thee, I will never forsake thee. I will never forget thee, I will never forsake thee. Listen, listen, listen to my heart song. Listen, listen, listen to my heart song. I will never forget thee, I will never forsake thee. I will never forget thee, I will never forsake thee. Listen, listen, listen to my heart song. Listen, listen, listen to my heart song. I will never forget thee, I will never forsake thee. I will never forget thee, I will never forsake thee. Listen, listen, listen to my heart song. Listen, listen, listen to my heart song. I will never forget thee, I will never forsake thee. I will never forget thee, I will never forsake thee. Listen, listen, listen to my heart song. Listen, listen, listen to my heart song. I will never forget thee, I will never forsake thee. I will never forget thee, I will never forsake thee. Let's use this opportunity following the chant to sit up tall through the spine and to allow all the feeling of the heart to rise upward. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. You can slowly open your eyes when you're ready. And we're going to come out of our seats this morning, and we'll start on our hands and our knees. So if you need any cushion for your knees, now would be a good time. Take the hands right underneath the shoulders, toes tucked underneath. We're going to draw the nose nice and low towards the ground, and then inhale to rise up, so the lower back has a deep swooping shape, and then exhale, you're going to push your belly up towards the spine and look to your lap. And I like to sit almost through child's pose and then come into the cow position. So sliding through and lifting up, and then sliding back and rolling up into the cat position. This is a good time to start relaxing different parts of your body, like your shoulders, your head, your neck. So the movements are ideally smooth, continuous. So any part of the body that may normally be frozen, you're just starting to warm the body with breath and movement and soothe the mind with awareness of the body. Good. And then you come back into a neutral position, and we're going to drop the belly low and then stir it up and around. Okay, so you're stirring the belly up into the spine instead of cat and cow forwards and backwards, we're just doing it side to side. Make sure you keep your shoulders relaxed. Be dramatic in your movement. So whatever your range of motion, reach right to the edge of that range, not by force, but by deeper relaxation. Let's go the other direction when you're ready. Soften your hips so that they can wave side to side. If for the last few rounds you'd like to, you can get the head involved. When the belly's low, the head is up. When the belly's high, the head is low. And it goes in the opposite direction. Good. And so we're not too dizzy. Let's go ahead and we'll stop that. We're going to send one foot back and lift the knee off the ground and just push back against the heel and really draw the knee up as high as it can go. So you're resting back. This is for the lower leg. And it also helps us to really firm up our belly and our arms. So just take a moment here to be firm. Deep inhalation, then exhale, you just gently release. We'll go to the other side. So toes tuck under, you push down on the heel, knee draws up. Push away from the earth with the hands to strengthen the upper body. Good. And if you'd like, you can take your knees and walk them one step back, okay? So some of us are just going to draw ourselves forward and we're going to rest here. This is a modified plank. And we're going to breathe into that sensation of the belly waking up. If you'd like to lift your knees, make sure your hips go as high as your shoulders, strengthening the arms, thus opening the heart. Good. Nice deep inhalation. And exhale. We're going to release down and around, and we're going to stand up onto our knees. So again, if you need a knee cushion, make sure you have one. We're going to let our hips drop back, hands are forwards, and then we're going to pull ourselves through and then exhale to release. So we'll use it with the double inhalation, okay? Sit back, double inhale. To rise, open the hands, exhale. Again. So try to focus on your heart and that wonderful opening of the heart. It's like a door with rusty hinges from disuse. We're oiling the heart. Good. And last time, leave the hands open, palms facing up, let them set down, and then come into neutral position. Beautiful job. Let's go ahead and we'll come back down to the earth. And we'll continue with a twist. So take knees a little bit wider. Your left hand is going to find the center of your chest, and then your right hand is going to reach up into the sky. Good. Let the hips swing out over to the right to accommodate. Now if you feel to, you can take that top arm and fold it back behind you. And it may lower down. It may not. And just breathe for a few moments. Let the spine open. And then exhale, you can unwind. We're going to take knees under the hips and just slide into cow position. Deep inhalation. Hold it at the top. Sip in more breath. Good. Sit back and then full exhalation. Rise up into cat position. Tuck the chin towards the chest. And then back to neutral. And this time knees come a little wider. Right hand centers, and we're coming to the opposite side. So reach your left arm up. If you feel to, you can look to the sky. Keep pushing strong out of the bottom hand. You can even follow the length of that hand right up the arm, all the way behind the heart, where all the energy is waking up. Final inhalation. Exhaling, descending back to neutral. So you can take knees close together and either drop onto the forearms and lower the head. You can sit in child's pose, or we can do Anahata pose, which is knees come nice and wide, and we start walking our arms wider and wider, and you let your heart bow towards the ground. So the beauty of this pose as you get wider in your arms is that your shoulder blades are pressing into the back of the heart. Beautiful. And let's slowly start to come out. We'll take a longer rest as we continue, but for now, let's come up and we'll swing the feet out of the way. We're going to do a little bit of a series on our seat. So you can extend one leg and opposite foot is going to go into the inside of the thigh. Good. The direction of your hips is at a diagonal. So give yourself a little bit of room here. We're going to slide the left hand down the leg. Draw the right hand across the heart and then reach it up and behind you. And then slide in a little bit lower as you feel to. Some of us take the top hand palm facing down and reach above the head, like a ballerina arm reaching overhead. Good. And last part of the pose, press the heart through. So stand up a little taller through the spine, press your heart through the pose. Good, and then inhale to release, and exhale, we're going to set the hand onto the ground behind us. Both hands touch down. You're going to fold the toes of your extended leg to the ground. Inhale and draw the bottom knee underneath you. Finish your breath by rising up to the sky. This is a modified side plank position. If you feel to, you take the top hand, palm facing down, and you reach like a spear cutting through the sky above the head, long line of energy across the side body. Let's affirm inwardly together, the calm fire of my concentration burns all restlessness, all distraction. And then you just gently lower yourself down. So turn your heart to the ground and slide that knee out of the way. Good. And we come right back into our original position. This time hips are looking right over the foot, so adjust yourself as necessary. We're going to inhale and reach the arms as high as they'll go. Exhale, palms facing out. Reach them down and touch the earth behind you. Press off the tips of your fingers. And draw the chin up towards the throat. So it's like folding a blanket. We're folding the spine over the leg. And when you feel ready to, if the body allows, you can step your hands by the knee, by the calves, and just let the head and neck come down to rest. The affirmation, left, right, all around, life's harmonies are mine. Left, right, all around, life's harmonies are mine. Beautiful. And the inhale takes you rising up. Just extend both legs out now and press the palms down by the sides of your hips. This is Dandasana. It's a nice neutral pose. So squeeze your shoulder blades behind the heart and release the heart forwards and through. Let's center our attention at the point between the two eyebrows. Deep inhalation, and then full exhalation to relax. So let's slide the feet up before we do the other side. We're going to hold onto the backs of our thighs. And we're going to really lift our chest as tall as you can and seal the elbows right by the ribs. And you're going to gently start to drift back so that your toes lift. From here, start to release the pressure of the hands and replace it with your belly strength. And then we're just releasing hands out in front. You can go a little bit lower if it doesn't compromise in the spine. Within my every breath is infinite power. Within my every breath is infinite power. Dive deep into that well. And then you just gently release the toes back to the ground. And instead of resting there, let's go right to the other side. So we have, this time our left foot is in the center. And your hips are pointed out at a diagonal. Just let that be a nice, comfortable place to be. Right hand's going to slide down the leg. And if your heart's facing the earth, just gently encourage the heart to open and reach up. And then start sliding down, but keep the heart open. If you feel to, and it doesn't compromise openness of heart, you can take the top arm and start to reach overhead. You can always just hold onto the heart. Nice deep breathing. Just imagine every breath is flowing through your body, bringing greater life and energy. We're going to take the top arm and set it behind us, and in fact both hands will come behind. Seal the toes down on the edge of your foot, and then lift and set that knee underneath the body, and then inhale to reach up above. And let's continue to plug the holes in our little vessel of this body and our mind with the affirmation: the calm fire of my concentration burns all restlessness, all distraction. If you're going to reach over the head, now's the time to do it. Palm faces down. The calm fire of my concentration burns all restlessness, all distraction. Good. And then we'll just slowly descend down to the arm. Turn the heart down first, and then with strength of the arms, you can remove the knee. We're going to return back, but this time our hips are looking right over the extended leg. Inhale to reach the arms up. And then exhale, set the hands down behind you and push off of the tips of the fingers. If you keep your toes flexed, it will create a stronger sensation. Try drawing the chin in towards the throat and lengthening through the entire spine. One beautiful column of energy. And when you're ready to release the active phase of the pose, settle the hands somewhere in front of the hips and just round the back, drop the head and the neck. Find total release here. Affirmation: left, right, all around, life's harmonies are mine. When you're ready to rise out of the restfulness of this pose, just slowly start to roll back up. Extend both legs out nice and long. Set the heels of the hands firm into the earth and press off of the earth. And you're going to have to actually draw your shoulder blades behind the body and together and press the heart out. Let's look to the spiritual eye and close the eyes. So you're looking upward behind closed eyes. inhalation and exhale to release out of the position. So we're going to take our knees up in again. A little different this time, holding on the backs of the thighs. We're going to rock back and see if we can float our feet this time. So if your low spine starts to bow backwards, I'm going to ask you to just keep the heels on the ground, but if you can lift them and keep your heart lifted, you may start to lift the feet, drawing knees close together. Good. And if you don't need the hands, if your body is used to this position and you want to free them, then you can see what it's like to stand in that fire for a little bit. Within my every breath is infinite power. Within my every breath, draw the breath in and release when you're ready to. Let's settle hands behind us and release all of that building fire of transformation. Just let the knees roll side to side. Good. Stretch the muscles of the face, roll the lips a little. Wrinkle the nose, scrunch the forehead. Good, let's come through center. We're going to hold onto the backs of the thighs. Deep inhalation in. We're going to exhale and stick the tongue out. If you want to roar like a lion, you're most welcome to, but we're just going to stick the tongue out on exhale. Good, and then release. Do it one more time. You can really wake up the whole face and really the whole sense of your being by doing this. Take a deep breath in. Try not releasing any breath. Just stick out the tongue. Good, and then come back to center. Let's fold the legs for a moment here and just take fingers to the scalp and shift the skin around. So you're anchoring the fingers and moving the skin of the scalp. If you have any pesky, reoccurring thoughts that are not serving to uplift you or make you feel more connected to your own sense of inner self, just feel that you're dislodging those. Good. And let's inhale, we'll reach the arms all the way up above. Exhale, fold them into prayer position and just pause in mountain pose. Look right to the point between your two eyebrows and then through that point. The affirmation, I lift my thoughts and energy up to touch the sky. If you put a little pressure between your palms, it creates a sensation, and that sensation can draw your attention above the head. This is the whole goal, to feel our consciousness high up in the body. I lift my thoughts and energy up to touch the sky. And when you're ready, you inhale and separate the palms. Give the shoulders a rest by drawing fingertips right under the shoulders. Circle the whole shoulder joint with the elbows forwards. And then reverse. Good. And let's relax just for a moment. Palms up on the lap. Be still, calm in the heart. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. So we're going to rise out of our seat and take a little journey up onto the knees. You can come up to standing any way that you'd like, but if you'd like to follow me, we're going to press our hips back through downward facing dog. Take feet hips distance apart, and slowly, like an inch at a time, just move the heels backwards. Heels of the hands, that is, backwards. Bend the knees as much as you need to.
Just keep going back until you feel the weight transition onto your legs. When you're all the way back, your knees are bent and you're lying on your own lap, just let the head and the neck gently swing forwards and backwards. So you're shrugging back in the neck, then tucking chin to the chest. When you're ready to rise, go ahead and sit the hips a little deeper. Step one hand, two hands onto each of the thighs, and you're going to squeeze the belly, relax, but with integrity. Inhale and stand up through the spine. Good. Exhale. Let the hands sink into the ground and let your heart aspire upward, right up to the sky. Shanti, shanti, shanti. Hands soft into the heart. Let's open the eyes. We're going to bend the knees. We're going to inhale and tense the arms out. Relax them completely in. Bend the knees. Exhale, push forward with tension. Relax in. Double inhale, come on the tips of the toes. Careful of your ceiling. And then exhale, come down and relax. Okay? We're going to do it a few times together. A little quicker. So we're tensing out, relax in, tense forwards, relax in, tense up, relax down. Let's do it with an affirmation. I'm positive, I'm energetic, I'm enthusiastic. I'm positive, energetic, enthusiastic. Any heaviness in the heart. I'm positive, energetic, enthusiastic. Pulverize that energy. Positive, energetic, enthusiastic. All right, let's inhale, sweep the arms up, strong wingspan above. Exhale, seal that integrity into the spine. We're going to take a big step back with our right foot. Front knee is bending. Drop the forearm down. Inhale to rise up above the head. If you'd like, take the top palm and cut overhead here, reaching high above. Lower the hips down. Careful that your front knee is not moving past your ankle, but it's right over. It's okay if it's behind. Focus on turning the heart open here. I am a fountain of boundless energy and power. Feel your spine. I am a fountain of boundless energy and power. I am a fountain of boundless energy and power. Top arm waves down out of the way. Inhale to press off of the front leg. Straighten the legs for a moment here. We're going to go right into triangle position. You're in the perfect place to do so. Start to slowly hinge forward. You can either just rest on the thigh and draw the hand to the heart. You can send your top arm up to the sky if you'd like. And if you'd like to come into a deeper triangle, palm faces away from the inside of the knee and you slowly descend. Energy and joy flood my body cells. Joy descends to me. Everybody can do this pose, even if it's just a neutral standing. Energy and joy flood my body cells. Joy descends to me. Just imagine that, all of the open space with the tension that's been released in your body now flooded with energy and joy. Let's slowly come out of the position. Good. And we're just going to do a little heel toe of the back foot. Just nice and slow. Go gentle until you get all the way back up. Inhale, draw the energy into the palms and rise to connect in the heart. Pause for a moment. Reach the heart through to the hands. Relax your shoulders. Energy and joy flood my body cells. Joy descends to me. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Let's slowly come back to. We're going to take a total reset before second side. Inhale, arms all the way up. Exhale, bend the knees, connect the hands with the thighs, and start releasing the breath out. And you're slowly lowering yourself down, head and neck come down. Stand up through the balls of your feet, heels are nice and light. You can wave the head yes a couple of times, or imagine like you're painting circles with the top of your head on the ground. Try sticking out your tongue in this position. Really helps to discharge subconscious tension. It's the tension that we are not even aware of that's in our body. Let's make sure we're taking full deep breaths, at least one together. Deep inhalation. Exhale, slowly we're going to rise. So bend the knees, sink the hips, hands under the thighs. Inhale, stand up through the spine with a strong belly. Strengthen the spine as you rise. Good. Palms slightly turn out. Reach the heart up. Chin in towards the throat. Let's do standing mountain pose. Inhale, arms up above the head. You can have the hands in prayer at the heart if you'd like, if this is too much on your shoulders. A gentle pressure between the palms will draw your awareness to that sensation and help you to experience uplifted energy. Shoulders are at ease. Good, let's gently release. Hands can slowly float down on either side of the body. Let's stand right up towards the balls of our feet. The affirmation with intention at the spiritual eye. I stand ready to obey thy least command. I stand ready to obey thy least command. This is obedience to the higher self. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. We're going to do the other side and make our way down. So you're extending first your left foot behind, and then take a nice deep bend into the right knee. So you're resting on the edge of the foot, and then dropping the forearm down to the thigh, and then reaching up above you. So this would be the gentle version. If you'd like, you can scooch that front foot forwards a little bit more and lower the hips and then reach up and over if you want to get into a side angle position. What's most important is that you're drawing your shoulder blades together behind your heart so that we're keeping the channel of the spine open. And maybe you have awareness of the spine in this moment so that when you repeat the affirmation, you can feel what that might be like. I am a fountain of boundless energy and power. I am a fountain of boundless energy and power. Release out of the pose when you see fit. If you'd like to stay another breath or so, feel free to release. You just stand up and straighten the front leg. If you need to, you can heel toe that back foot a little bit further in so that your legs aren't so wide. All right, coming into triangle position. First thing is to rest your right hand onto the thigh. Left hand can come up to the heart. You can go above the head. And then you start to just slowly lean forwards. Hips go back as you lean further. And maybe you press the back of the palm off the inner thigh. Good. Take charge of your mind with the affirmation. Energy and joy flood my body cells. Joy descends to me. Energy and joy flood my body cells. Joy descends to me. Good. Keep breathing. If you need to come into a gentler version of the pose to stay a little bit longer, this is a good thing to do. You're ready to totally release. Just come up to a standing position and then heel toe that foot in. Let's not lift it right now. Just let the spine slowly settle and then come back to neutral. Good. We'll take a complete reset in the body, arms all the way up. Exhale, slow, steady breath. Use the thighs if you need them, or just float with the strength of the lower spine. So be mindful of what your body is ready for. When you get to the bottom, you round your back. And you might wrinkle the nose or the forehead or stick out the tongue. Just make sure that the tension that we are freeing out of our body is not getting stuck in the face or the head. Weight is towards the balls of your feet. Bend your knees if need be. Working to straighten the legs. The affirmation, nothing on earth can hold me. Nothing on earth can hold me. We're going to gently start to rise. So sink the hips down low. Press onto your thighs. So your torso is on your lap. When you're ready to rise, squeeze into the belly and just inhale and stand. Press through the arms for extra support. Good. And you're rising right under the balls of the feet and relaxing. Palms facing front will keep your heart open. Now lead with your heart. If your chin is jutting out beyond your heart, draw it back in towards the throat. Just imagine your heart is the first part of your body to break the plane of reality in front of you. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. We're going to gently open the eyes and prepare to move back towards the ground. So maybe you'd like to inhale and reach your arms above the head. You can always just come right down, a little back bend, maybe in order for you. So when you bend backwards, hands might go a little bit behind you. Start with reaching the arms, and in a back bend, it's a swoop up into the heart. Good. And then exhale, you're going to slowly descend down. So I'm going to crumple into a little ball. That's the way that I would like to go down today. And I'm just going to pass through for a moment in this little position of being in a ball. Good. And then settle the hands back and down behind to release out of the position.
So let's just wave the knees side to side and make sure that nothing has gathered in the form of tension in the spine. It's sort of a nice litmus test for the power of these poses on your body compared to the first time we practiced this to now. And we're coming down towards the ground. As we've spent plenty of time in the middle of our practice, we're going to slowly, holding onto the legs, come down onto the ground. If you can, take the arms above your head and draw the knees in towards your chest. If you'd like, you can even reach the feet up partially into the sky, just using the strength of the belly now. Don't worry about having straight legs, it's not the purpose. Just wave the toes. Good, we're going to settle feet down onto the ground, one at a time to be safe in the low spine. Inhale, press onto the shoulders as you lift your hips. This is a very gentle bridge pose. We're not aspiring too high off the ground, just enough. Good, and then exhale and release down. We're going to hold a little bit longer this time. If you'd like to move your arms, you can wave them back underneath your hips, and this time inhale, push up onto the upper back and interlace fingers, and then squeeze the shoulders, the muscle and all. You actually rest on the muscle of the shoulders, the triceps, back of your upper arms. And you really hike your chest up in this version. Squeeze your knees together. Make sure you can move the nose up and down a little. We don't want anything jammed tight in the body, but freedom. Let's take a couple more breaths. The affirmation. My every thought is a bridge to divine grace. Let's just breathe that in. My every thought is a bridge to divine grace. Hips lower down whenever you see fit. Release the shoulders from underneath the body. Take the hands out nice and wide, palms facing down, so that you're holding the earth, and just gently wave the knees. Just imagine with each waving of the knees that we're washing out any energetic patterns in the spine of injury, weakness, even patterns of thought and feeling, washing them up the spine. And then we'll come to center, and we're going to draw our left foot onto the knee of the left leg. And you're going to draw the left leg towards the body, reach one hand through the legs, opposite hand around the backside of the left thigh. And so you're in a figure 4 position here. I personally like to take a little rocking side to side, just to help those muscles let go in the deep hip region. You can also use your right elbow to press away the right knee if it's getting too close to the body. And then when you're ready, you just change sides in the air. Nice, smooth coordination. So the fingers are interlaced around the back side of the right thigh. Left foot now is on the thigh of right side. Just keep soothing this little rocking side to side. We've been soothed this way since the day we were born. Just a little rocking helps the muscles to know that they're safe to release. How about what's happening in the heart and the throat? Sometimes when we're releasing from lower in the spine, the upper centers may start to tighten up. We might brace in another part of our body. So just be conscientious of what's happening in your body right now. We're going to take the thigh opening or the hip opening really deep now. If you'd like to come with us, you can either just hold the knees in towards the chest and take a few moments here, or even change into another pose if you feel to. Knees are going to go out towards the shoulders. We're going to hold onto some part of the leg. So the whole idea here is just to get the feet to open wide and the knees stay low. And if you'd like the rocking, come right back into it. Just imagine your kidneys and the backside of your body are getting a little bath of fresh breath. They're getting a little massage from the floor. Now, if your arms are the inside of your legs, this won't work if you're wrapped around the outside, but if you can draw them to the inside, you can connect your feet, lower them down towards the hips, and press your knees away. So it's a floating butterfly. And you can actually exchange between the two postures using full inhalation to expand, and then exhale to descend. Feet connect, knees go away from the shoulders. Nice complementary movement so that we're expressing and expanding as deep as we can in the hips, and then we're relaxing. Feet come together, knees go out, opening inner thighs. If you like that movement, it feels good, you can do another round or two. And if you're ready to lower down, we're going to take feet onto the ground and reach the arms above the head. And walk your hands as high as they can go. And then let your elbows bend slightly so that your shoulders can rest onto the ground. See if you can close your eyes and just center your awareness right up to the point between the two eyebrows. Affirming, my every thought is a bridge to divine grace. Now, if you'd like to come into the bridge pose, you're most welcome. Lift the hips right off the ground if you feel to. Just remember to draw your knees closer to the center when you're in bridge pose. They oftentimes want to fall out to either side. And it's really up to you as a receptive channel to determine what the rest of your practice will look like. So if there's a posture that you know intuitively will really nourish your body, now's a good time for that. It's worth noting that if the spine ever feels a little bit tight or uncomfortable, just wave your knees side to side with feet on the ground, and this is the primary way we can relieve that sensation. And if you're choosing to sit or to be still, and really in any case, in any posture, maybe you invite your awareness to be in the heart or up at the point between the two eyebrows, and see what that might feel like for you. Maybe you're beginning to direct your awareness towards a final position that you can sustain for several minutes and that is deeply restful. Lying on your back with palms facing up is one of the options. This is Shavasana. So you just come down and extend one leg at a time if you're joining this pose. You can also remain in a seated posture if you'd like. In any case, this is the time that we can really observe the effects of our practice on our body and our consciousness. So the eyes will be closed for this portion. If ever you need to open them, feel free. We're going to have a light chant to take us into this practice. The same that we started with. Listen to my soul, my heart song. Listen, listen, listen to my heart song. I will never forget thee, I will never forsake thee. Listen, listen, listen to my heart song. Listen, listen, listen to my heart song. I will never forget thee, I will never forsake thee. I will never forget thee, I will never forsake thee. Listen, listen, listen to my heart song. Listen, listen, listen to my heart song. I will never forget thee, I will never forsake thee. I will never forget thee, I will never forsake thee. Listen, listen, listen to my heart song. Listen, listen, listen to my heart song. I will never forget thee, I will never forsake thee. I will never forget thee, I will never forsake thee. Listen, listen, listen to my heart song. Listen, listen, listen to my heart song. I will never forget thee, I will never forsake thee. be still. Let all of your attention come to the point between the two eyebrows. Gently gazing up and out. Imagining that you're looking in to a brilliant light that shines even through darkness of closed eyes. Imagine that you're opening all of the blinds through the whole body, into the brain and the mind, and that the sunshine of this light is filling the rooms of your heart, of all the joints in the physical body. And that all at once the darkness of disease, ill health, negative thinking, all at once is relieved by the incoming light. Let's drink that feeling in for a few moments in silence, especially into our hearts. We'll begin the gradual return to the physical body by gently moving the fingers and the toes if you're lying down. If you're seated, you might choose to just remain really deeply inward drawn. Even if you're on the ground, the arms may be moving above the head. You may be stretching side to side. And gradually we're going to all come back to sit comfortably, palms facing up on the lap with the heart reaching forwards. Turn the spotlight of your mind right to the point between our eyebrows. We'll use the affirmation together, thy joy and thy love flow through me. Relax into these words inwardly, thy joy and thy love flow through me. Thy joy and thy love flow through me. We'll begin to join the hands together in prayer position over the altar of the heart. Let's invite somebody into the healing light of our practice this morning that could benefit from a prayer or a wish for their wellness. Let's visualize together that they're bathing in light. And that light is melting any hardened areas of their heart or any frozen areas of the mind. And that thy love and thy joy are flowing through them. Let's rub the palms together. And then just gently separating the palms, lifting up through the heart, and offering your body as a channel for grace to flow to these people. Let's Om 3 times together. We'll exhale all the breath out. Deep inhalation, expanding belly, ribs, and chest. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Praying for good health, positive thought, and real deep meaning in the lives of our loved ones, our families, and friends. And extending that to all people, all receptive souls. And we'll finish with a gentle bow of our head towards our hands in prayer. We bow to the innate goodness within all of our hearts. And we choose to align with that goodness by saying Namaste, Namaste. And slowly coming back as you see fit, gently opening the eyes and returning back to the room. So thank you all very much for sharing this time this morning and sharing your practice. I very much appreciate you. Have a beautiful day. Take care.